That's the top tier. That's what you want.
26
Gold.
months.
Yeah.
You need a life, bro.
Well, that's how long this channel's been live.
Yeah.
Yo, I need somebody in chat.
I'm in chat.
Yeah, but you'll have to turn
Oh,
what's
okay.
it called
Then
off.
mute us and turn on your Twitch volume and let me know how chocolate sounds coming through Twitch.
Hold on.
Games out. Testing.
You need like a whole sentence.
Test it. The whole sentence of me saying,
How do I mute you guys?
Oh, you can't.
No.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
We just have to stop talking. Oh wait, but we can't because chocolate needs to talk.
I'll pull it up
Exactly.
on my laptop. How's that sound?
There you go. Or just if anyone's in chat. Hello, friend. Help.
No, we got nobody. We got
Chaotic.
zero.
Come back.
Come back. Let's
It's
Discord.
chocolate. It's this. I'm hearing the same thing that you remember when we tried recording our intro, and then you remember playing it back and hearing yourself
Yeah.
sounding like a deep moose.
It wasn't really deep moose. It was a terrible
Like a
knockoff moose.
robot. That's what I'm hearing. But I mean, if it's coming through everywhere else, fine. Then it's just my shit's broken.
Yes.
Chocolate.
I'm talking to you. Hello. My name is Chocolate Bear, and I am English.
It sounds
I
fine.
can't-
He gave
Can't
a thumbs
speak
up.
English.
All right, cool.
Oh,
I mean, it just sounds like I got a different co-host for a day. It's fun. It's like I have a moose and a British moose.
No, that's definitely chocolate. I can tell by the patch on his face.
oh. Leave that. No, I thought shaving.
Have you always had that?
No, so I get a couple of I had a couple of ingrown hairs in my beard, so I tried to go round and pick it out. So I managed to get it out, and now I'm left.
Yeah, that
with,
hair's never coming back, bro.
Yeah,
It looks like you
so I
just
might-
waxed with like a dime-sized piece of wax paper and just ripped it off.
So do I have to give you my good side?
Oh yeah, give us that side. Much
Ooh,
better.
yeah, handsome
Try-
man. Oh
let me
no,
try
go
and-
back.
Let me try and do the rock.
There
Hey,
we
we
go.
just need to get you a Phantom of the Menace half mask.
Phantom
of the Opera.
of the Opera.
Yeah, isn't that Phantom of the Opera?
He said Phantom of the Menace.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Star Wars.
I know you do.
I don't like Phantom of the Menace. The Phantom Menace. Fuck. It's so hot. Lose
I
my
got a
goddamn
Star Wars
mind.
shirt on. It's my Mando shirt.
see
that
that.
I got
I
for
like it.
$7.
I like it. What? I hope they do that again. I could use
I
another
know.
9
Well,
shirts.
they're going out of business, so I don't know if they're gonna do it again.
That's true. That might not have helped them at all.
No, they're just liquidating space.
when you're
so you
selling
cannot
it
pay
for
rent
more
on
than you bought it
storage.
for,
Yeah.
or less than you
Whoa.
bought it for. Sorry.
Right. Shall we start?
Yeah, get this shit done with.
My under boob sweat's starting to come through.
Oh, gross.
Can't see it, so.
Yeah, luckily I hide my boobs under the camera so you can't see them. Smart.
Nobody should ever hide their boobs.
You know, alright, we'll agree to disagree, I guess. What's going on, Ronan?
Ronan, what up?
What up, Ronan?
We were just talking about boob sweat. Dude,
Yeah.
boob sweat. And how I'm too poor to afford Central Air.
You're not.
You know, I would
about
buy Central Air if we like we're gonna stay in this house forever, but we're trying to buy a new house next year, so like the fuck's the point? Like, just for the summer? Although maybe we could resell it a little more. Think so?
Yeah.
You could probably add that much into, you've got tons of equity in your house at this point. I'm sure you could, put out 35, $4,000.
Yeah. Maybe I'll think
35,
about it.
$4,000.
Think about it, and then I'll stop sweating so much.
That's how much it would cost to get it installed.
About 35 or 4.
3,500 or 4,000.
Yeah. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
Nah.
Oh,
You
is
just
it
have to put a
freezing?
line
Yeah.
into wherever your furnace room is.
Word.
It's just a charge line from the machine outside.
Gotcha.
Jesse.
What's going on, Jesse?
Is the stream frozen? Not for me.
Yeah, it's buffering for me.
Let me check. Mine's good.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know how to make the stream work. I'm not a computer.
Obviously. All that sweat coming out of you.
I say
Computers
computers
don't
don't sweat,
sweat.
do they? Computers have way more fans than I do, to be fair. At least Chocolate does. He has like 17, doesn't he? Or was that
Sounds like
is
it.
that Chaotix? But
No, that was Kabaski before he moved.
oh,
Sound
the
like
jet
he was
engine.
Oh God,
boarding
you
on an
remember that?
aircraft carrier. It's like, hang on, guys, this one's about to take off.
I'm in the middle of a story, so I can't mute myself.
I'm wondering if I shut down the stream my end, will that help with the buffering?
Like
Chocolate,
you're taking
you
up
should
too much
put our-
bandwidth. I mean,
our
it wouldn't be
stuff on
just
our
you messing it
Main
up. So
page.
I don't know. I just
On our
don't
main
know.
page, on general.
Right. Well,
Oh, these
I'll
are fun.
shut it.
Do I have a cool badge thing?
You should
No.
do.
Hashtag check my badge.
No, just type something in.
It's cool. I wrote Bade.
No,
and,
cool.
and I don't even have one. I've got a sword and a first and a crown. So that's what's
Ooh.
up.
Oh, founder.
Oh,
11
hey,
months.
thanks for the resub, Jesse Prince of
Yeah.
Cats.
Appreciate you.
What what's
Thank
my
you.
is my oh, you literally can hover over them. Moderator,
Yeah.
founder, 11-month subscriber. 11-month subscriber to my own channel. All right.
What a loser.
What a loser. What's up?
I'm only a 10-month subscriber, so you're a nerd.
Whatever.
Chocolate's 26, so.
You wanna talk about
He
losers?
has- Yeah.
Jesse Prince of Cats is in stream, so I'm gonna throw some of this on. See this, Jesse?
Some cats.
No, yeah, I'm
Throw
gonna
some cats.
throw some cats on the screen.
Mm.
No,
So
so
triggered.
he gave me some fuck, I forgot what it's called. Something that's
Okay.
supposed to make my face less shiny.
You know it's illegal
Oh.
to do drugs on stream, right?
I'm rubbing it on my forehead,
And on your teeth. Yeah, I understand.
on my gums.
Oh
Although
my
I feel like I
God.
should have done this earlier because now I'm just gonna have this shit out of my face fresh and it's gonna be nice and moist looking.
All right,
So
I need to go
you'll-
get another refreshing beverage because this one's about empty.
We're not
Maybe.
sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
But we could be if you guys would drink some.
Oh,
That's true. You got me there.
let's try and do that. Let's see if that works out better.
Okay, great. I'm starting to feel a little of the AC behind me. It's starting to circulate. Barely. But it is. So would my badge not pop up because I have so many other things going on next to my name?
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. This stream is dreadful. We are buffering big time.
Only for some people. It's not buffering on my end. Not buffering on Jesse's end.
I might
Lift my hand.
need you to record this.
Go down.
Yes. Can you record this your end?
Whoop, whoop. Can I do both at the same time? Probably, right?
Okay. Oh, look at Jesse with his green badge.
Oh, you had to refresh the stream? Let's do it. Good call. That's always the answer, right? Might as well
Is
just
that-
unplug my whole computer and plug it back in.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that's the other one, isn't it? That's the other way to fix it.
Everybody say hi to the mascot.
What's up, mascot?
Yo, yo.
It's a moose!
What's up, dude? All right, he's gonna probably whine here in a little bit to get out.
I've got one too. He's down here, I think. No, it's so dark you can't even see a dog.
Oh, yeah, in the background.
Just way too dark.
Okay. And here's my cat.
That's not a cat. Chocolate, you're so dumb.
Meow.
What in the hell is that? Caustic?
Okay. No, that one is
It's a
Fallout.
stormtrooper.
No, that's
Or Fallout Man?
Okay.
I can.
Okay, there's my cat.
Oh, that's an ugly raccoon.
Meow. Right, okay. Done.
Test. I still don't see this baloney. Can I have... I don't want to be a mod anymore. Someone unmod me.
So what do all the badges do? You're a moderator if you've got a sword. You're a 9-month sub, chaotic, and
Is
then you've
Oh.
Twitch Prime subbed us. I think that's about it.
The crown is a prime sub. Good. Do that.
Good.
Oh yeah, if you hover over them, it'll tell you. I guess if you're on mobile, that's tougher.
Fucking sucks.
And there's our 18 rating.
Sorry.
Right, come on then. Let's get going. He says, right before he forgets.
Oh, that's distracting.
My face.
No, the fan above me.
What are the color tiers? Well, I can tell you yours is 9. I can tell you Jesse's is 2. And those are the only
So
ones I can see.
Yeah, so green is 2. I think.
What's up, Trey?
Purple is. 10,
Yeah,
I think.
I think I did a black and white one or a white one as a first sub. I think,
What's up, Trey?
and then
Yeah, purple.
and then
Moose,
the
you don't have to
channel.
say hi on the stream, man. Hi in the chat.
I
It's
say hi
gold.
wherever I want.
All right, bro. Jeez. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm a little feisty
I'm
today.
so sorry. You need a Snickers.
My mom had a Father's Day party at my house yesterday, so
Oh, it's the COVID party?
maybe there were grandparents involved. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, how you doing? We've almost got the full Trigger TV guys in.
Chocolate's wearing his new shirt. Did you
Well,
watch it?
Father.
I
I'll
had that
remember to
shirt
wear a
too,
gaming shirt one of these days.
But it was one of the bad prints from Amazon, so it's like the fall starts like in my armpit and goes around. So I don't wear that one very often.
That's the tattoos now, isn't it? You have tattoos up here on the side.
Trey, at least you got a hold of one, though. That's good, even if it is delayed. I feel like those have been a pain lately for people to pick up. Did you get a standard one or a mini or micro or whatever the hell it's called? Light?
Or the brand
Switch,
new one.
Switch Light?
Yeah, he said on a different Discord earlier he got the blue screen of death, and he's on vacation right now.
Blech.
Yeah.
Hell no.
So it's been a Monday, a vacation Monday for Trey.
Hey, thanks for the 400 bits.
Oh, bitties. Thank you.
Bitty bitties for my itty bitty.
Ooh.
All right, let's start this podcast because by the end of this, I'm going to be a fucking puddle.
Yep, there's another F word.
I thought this
Yep.
was a rated, mature stream.
Yeah, but I don't think Twitch is. YouTube. When I
YouTube.
drop it.
Fuck. Damn it. Can you mark this one specifically?
Oh, he's so sweaty.
Dude. Whew. You're going to see me wipe sweat off my head at no less than 17 times.
Maybe you
this
should just get a
podcast.
towel like the basketball players do.
Oh,
Put it around your neck.
I'm just going to make it so I'm just a picture, not a video.
oh, that'd be hilarious. With just the lips moving when you talk.
Just.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be so
That'd be
fucking-
freaky.
So scary.
We should all do that.
No,
No,
And
Jesus,
just
no.
make chocolate be the mouth for all of them. So much less work for us.
I could move. You could do the audio. Anyway, let's start. Record.
I'm on mute.
It's going to be midnight soon.
Thanks, Jesse. We got to get going. Chocolate's
Jesse.
going to start yelling. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Did you know Cross Atlantic Gaming has a merch store? That's right. We've got some cool t-shirts. Head over to shopspreadshirt.com/Cross Atlantic Gaming store and you can pick up some really cool stuff. I would have worn one if I remembered, but I didn't. Hit it, Risky.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 109 of Cross Atlantic Gaming. I'm your host, Risky the Kid, and joining me this week, as always, are my co-hosts, Chocolate Bear. Did he not take himself off mute? Chocolate Bear?
I was pressing too many buttons. Hello.
Hey. And Moose.
What's up?
There's no way that this episode is gonna go smooth. Like by that start, you can tell.
Yeah, not if according to the pre-show. Then this one's doomed.
This is the second
Skip
time.
ahead to 110 if you're listening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, first and foremost, happy Father's Day, since that happened this past weekend.
Whooped.
Yes.
To my fathers over here, and all of our fathers in the community. God, you guys are better men than I. Whenever I hear stories, I'm just like, no.
You'll get there.
Yeah,
Trust
I know.
me. It's not
I'll
up to you.
be forced there. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, birth
It's not up
control,
to
it's
you.
working, 100%. We're fine. Yeah, or not. Anyways, YouTube. We have some new stuff on YouTube, including something that I created. I posted this morning. It is a new video series I'm doing weekly called My First Hour. I'm just going to be going through the first hour of games, giving my impressions, kind of like a long review with a bunch of gameplay. So yeah, the first one is for West of Dead, which came out to Game Pass last week. So head over to YouTube, check that out if you want. We also have a part 3 of Dan Pod Kills Everything in Call of Duty up. I just don't. I don't know how many clips he gave you, but every single one of them is like top tier. So it's just, if you got a bunch, you might as well just keep going, huh, Chocolate?
There were so many I had to sieve through all of them. This one's another. This is the piece de resistance. So yeah, it's the final one in the series from Dampod. Until next time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff though. So yeah, head over to youtube.com/crossatlanticgaming. It's so fun to be able to say that. Oh, I love it. All right, another week in gaming. What have we all been getting into? Chocolate, I'm gonna start with you because Moose may or may not be frozen. I can't tell. His video looks frozen, and I don't hear him.
I'm back.
He seems
There
like
he
he's
is.
gone.
I hear him talking at least.
My video still frozen.
Video's frozen. You got a decent still though. Like for it to get
Perfect.
frozen, you don't have like a dumb face going on. So it's so
We'll go
far
with
so
that.
good.
Awesome. I'll figure it out.
But yeah, Chocolate, you're playing a game called Strawberry Vinegar, which doesn't sound great. What's going on with this game?
Well, it's been a while since we've done the Chocolate Hates games.
Yes, I knew it was coming.
Yes.
Guys, it's here. So, yeah, Strawberry Vinegar is a visual novel from Ratalaika Games. And Jesus, the game is so messed up, it's ridiculous. You are a girl who hasn't got any friends and stays with her family is the wrong word, lives with her family. And then one day a demon appears and eats her cookies. It's not a euphemism.
Sounds like a euphemism.
Well, yeah, almost. Eats her cookies and then she befriends said demon. There's lots of food. Yeah, the game's just don't touch it. It is so out there.
What's the gameplay like?
It is that kind of, as you're reading, a very poor version of oh god, what is the word I'm looking for? A Telltale game, but so bad.
So kind of like point and click.
More kind of read the screen and then you get to select an answer. If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
10 minutes, yeah, 5-10 minutes into the game. Yeah, it's so poor. It's not good.
All right, well, great. Hey, I'm glad we finally got a Chocolate Hates Games segment back up here again.
Yeah, it's so strange. It really reminded me of a kind of a really bad anime, kind of very out there. So yeah, wasn't for me at all.
All right, fair enough. I'll stay far away.
Yes.
All right. Moose, are you here? Hello? Nope. All right.
Oh, sorry guys, I was on mute.
Hey,
You
all
know,
right.
I'm doing things around here.
Moose, you
Yeah.
played 8,000 betas this week.
Yeah, I tried them all.
Which one do you want to talk about? Or I mean, to be fair, I've got one game to talk about this week that's new. So if you just want to go through your beta games, go for it.
let's talk about the Honey I Shrunk the Kids sim game.
All right.
That was pretty sweet and scares the crap out of you at the same time. All you got to do really is go look at Jens Corden's Twitter, and you'll get a glimpse of what I experienced. So you're just you've got basically a 30-minute trial of this game, and then so you can't really accumulate anything more than what you get in that 30 minutes. It just basically just starts the whole beta over again. But within that 30 minutes, you are basically free to do anything and everything, I believe. So I found a little lab area with a microscope where you can analyze materials that you've gotten, and then it opens up new blueprints for you, and you collect like little sprouts of grass. You beat up bugs and then take their parts and make different things with them. Like if you kill enough ants, you can build like yourself an ant armor set. But I
So
never got that far.
is it very like? I mean, it sounds like a survival game. This sounds like DayZ,
Yes,
or I'm hitting trees and getting
absolutely.
wood and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and like when you start out, you have nothing, so you have to figure out how to craft tools and all that stuff.
Cool.
And the most I've done was crafted like an axe and a bow and arrow, but both those things became very useful, especially when the spiders come around, because they will sneak up on you. Like all of a sudden, you turn around and he is right there, and you're like, "Oh wait!"
I mean, and
yeah.
these are like, since it's like Honey I Shrunk the Kids, these spiders are the size of you, if not bigger than.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Nothing scarier than that.
So it's a lot of fun. Like I'm looking forward to checking it out some more. But like I said, the beta or the insider program only gives you a 30-minute trial of it, and then you got to start all your progress over. So I'm not sure how many 30-minute playthroughs I'm going to go through because the game comes out at the end of July.
Okay. It's just like a roguelike survival game.
Yeah, but
Start fresh and take the knowledge you've gained from your last 30 minutes.
exactly, because when you die, you respawn in the same spot, and essentially you just keep the knowledge, but your inventory is empty again. So
Is this this is available for anybody in the insider program, correct?
correct. Yeah.
So Trey in chat said that you are a lucky dude because you got into the beta, but Trey and anyone else out there,
Maybe it's not, but I thought it was. Yeah, anybody in the insider program, you can just go ahead and click on it.
yeah, and you can opt right into the insider program through your Xbox. So
Yep.
easy peasy. Hopefully we're not giving you false info here, but yeah, just sign yourself up for the insider program, and you should be able to get into the grounded beta.
Yep. And speaking of insider program, I also tried a little bit of Crossfire that actually dropped today inside the insider program, and I believe the beta drops in like 2 or 3 days. So.
That's a first-person shooter, right?
yes,
Or
the
no?
one that's
Yeah?
like huge in China. It's like
Okay.
5
Yep.
million users or
Gotcha.
something.
I'm looking
So-
forward to that.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. Not quite as good as Call of Duty, but it definitely felt better than the other one I played, Rogue Squadron or whatever that game
Rogue
was.
Company.
Road
Yeah,
Company.
that game was too cartoony for me, and the shooting mechanics didn't add up with the sounds, and I don't know. It feels like they've got a long ways to go for that game to be fun, in my
I
opinion.
see. I enjoyed that. I
Did
enjoyed
you?
it. Yeah, I thought it was really good, and I liked the kind of take over the shoulder, and having the kind of upgrades within
Right.
the matches.
So it's
So it's kind of like
third person then?
CS:GO, Fortnite. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you could buy upgrades in the drop ship, and then you jump down, and one person, tries to defuse the bomb, and the other person tries to blow stuff up, and just like every other 5v5 type game that seems to be coming out right now.
Yeah, I always take issue with like competitive third-person games because it's just like with the wall peeking and stuff. It makes those type of games not unfair because you can both do it, I guess, but it's just kind of weird. Like some people are just gonna hide behind a corner and wait till you start
Right.
making your way down a hallway and then light you up because they're just third-person peeking you. So
Yeah, Crossfire actually it felt a lot like like Rainbow Six back in the day, like Vegas or one of those type of games.
Oh, okay.
That's what it felt like to me. So
Just like a prettier version.
yeah, it looked pretty good. All the weapons that I found were either scoped or but you could build your own loadouts, and the sky's the limit. I think there's got to be a way to spend money in there too, because isn't it going to be a free to play game?
Probably a bunch of different fun skins for your weapons.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Make your character look neat. Give him a cool hat with a spinny propeller on top, and 'cause that's what I want to see in my games.
Chocolate already bought that, so
Yeah, I've already got that one.
The deluxe edition that came with it free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he bought the paid for beta.
The- that's good though. So Crossfire definitely
Yeah,
enjoying.
I would check that out over Rogue Squadron, in my opinion.
So what's going on with the Rogue Company then?
Go ahead, Bear.
What more do you want to know?
I want to know how the games. You guys are talking about like upgrading things between rounds. Are we talking like CS:GO
Spend
style,
money.
where you get money
Yeah.
and then you can buy weapons
Yeah,
in between rounds?
Exactly.
Okay.
You get money for reviving people. You get money for kills. You get money for planting the bomb. You get money for defusing the bomb.
Yeah,
Pretty much anything you get money for.
and
I
the
think you
money
get money
stacks
just
up.
for being in the game, because I didn't do anything a few times and got money. So
Yeah, I think money. It kind of not automatically. You get it
there's like a
really
base that
easily.
you get every round, and
Yeah,
then you can
and
increase that.
it's quite. If you wipe the floor with the opposition, whether you're doing well or not, all of a sudden you've got so much money. Like upgrading your weapon, you've got 3 slots or
Hmm.
3 upgrades, and I think it was like 5,000. It's either 5,000 per time or it goes 5, 10, 15. I can't quite
Right.
remember.
I think it was
But-
5 per.
Oh, 5 per slot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, one of the rounds I did quite well. I got a few kills, and all of a sudden my weapon was upgraded. I could choose what. I can't even think what's along the bottom, like my
There were
passives.
perks.
Yeah,
So you could
so
run faster. You could
heal,
carry more ammo.
regen.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 perks along the bottom that cost 3,000 each, I think. And then you had grenades that you could buy. You had flashbangs you could buy. You could buy a sword. So
Oh yeah,
you can hack and
melee
slash,
weapon.
and you can throw swords at people. So I actually played through the tutorial
Awesome.
on that one. Yeah, you can pick up a sword and just throw it at somebody's face. And then everybody has an ultimate as well. And the 2 players that I played with, one of them was a throwing knife that exploded, and
Fun.
then so it's like a sticky grenade.
Right.
And then the other person threw out barbed wire, so it basically just shut off a corridor of one way of access.
So are there different game modes? Are you playing like TDM, capture the flag, like a search and destroy kind of game?
It's all control, right?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
it's
had
all-
two different. It had 2 different modes you could try. I didn't try the second mode, but the
It was
kind
just
of
quads
synopsis-
instead of 5v5.
Okay, yeah, it just seems. I think the game is laid out just to be that search and destroy style.
So far, at least that's what's in the
Yeah.
beta.
So then my next question, because I played a little bit of Valorant a couple weeks ago, with those things that you're buying, if you die during a round, do you lose all that?
No, I don't
No,
think so.
you keep it
So you're
as you're
just
upgrading.
stacking stuff every
Right,
round
yeah.
then?
Yep.
Okay. Because yeah, with Valorant, and maybe it's how like I said, I've never gotten into CS:GO, but it might be the same way. But you kind of risk losing the stuff that you just bought because, like, if you bought a sweet AR and then you get killed that round and don't have enough money to rebuy it the next round, like you're SOL. But if you don't die, you have that, and then you have more money to buy like shields or a different weapon or something like that. So I was curious if that was
Yeah,
like
no, this
that,
one
but-
you keep it. Unlike
Right.
So by the last
Break
round,
out.
everybody's pretty
Oh, yeah,
beefy with
everybody's kitted,
passives and shields
for sure.
and
Yeah,
weapons
yep.
and stuff. Okay. So I mean
And
that's
the
interesting.
rounds don't last very long. It's
no,
Okay.
maybe
they're
less than a
definitely
minute
quick.
usually.
The maps aren't overly huge either, and there seems to be a kind of a corridor from
Right.
every
There's like
aspect.
one place or 2 places you can go, and there's shoot alleys either way.
Yeah. But no, like I said, I enjoyed it last night. I thought it was really good.
So this is CS:GO meets Fortnite graphics,
Pretty much.
third-person shooter.
Hero shooter, I suppose you have to
Got
kind of
it,
throw
yeah.
in there.
Oh, because they
'Cause-
also each have
An ultimate.
Yeah.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Cool. I mean, it sounds interesting. I definitely want to. I mean, I guess I want to check out all 3 of those betas. To be fair, they all seem interesting in their own ways. And Crossfire is a weird one because I feel like it's been out so long elsewhere, but we just haven't had it. So it's actually like well polished for being a beta, I would assume.
Right.
So
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
right. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely have to give that stuff a look.
So the only one that you have to get a key for is Rogue Squadron. What's the real name of the
Rogue
game?
Company.
There you
Rogue
go.
Company.
Rogue Company, and you have to get it by the 26th. So you've got a couple more days here to get that code. I think you can just literally just Google it, and you'll find it.
Yeah,
So
or
I
I'll
think
try and find it and tweet it out. So check on our Twitter, and I'll
There you go.
I'll tweet it out.
And if anybody's looking for our Steam codes 20 digits, right?
15.
If you're
Xbox codes
looking,
are 20.
Chocolate, what's the one you posted in our
it's a Steam one. Yeah.
Steam?
That's
Okay.
Steam?
Well,
Okay.
hey, for anyone listening right now, you guys can grab this because I know I already had one, Moose already had one, and Chocolate already had one. So we have an extra. This one is for Steam, and here it is. PWJ9SQDRXZPZ7T3P4XFH. So that'll get you into the Rogue Company beta on PC. So yeah, whoever gets that first, enjoy. Let us know how it goes. All right, so you good with your betas then?
I think so.
For now?
Played enough of them. Yes, sir.
I saw you typed up all your games you've been playing this week, and it was like this beta, this beta, this beta. I was like, damn,
Literally, other than the
beta week.
I know, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I'm not good with names today for some reason. But
Grounded.
That's the only, that's the only one that I played other than today. So the other two, I just was like, oh, sweet, these are in here. I'm gonna check them out real quick.
Gotcha. All right, sweet. All right, this next game is one that I've been playing this week. And Chocolate also dabbled in it, I think. West of Dead.
Oh yes.
All right, so West of Dead, I want you to think of Dead Cells, but from an isometric perspective, and I think that's exactly what this game is, with a Western feel. And then the graphics are cel shaded, so there's that. The whole thing is narrated by Ron Perlman. He's like your main character, and he literally has the only speaking parts in the whole thing, so that's kind of weird and feels disjointed, I guess, because when you walk up to vendors or like the witch, who's just a person that you're handing a currency to after each level, nobody else has speaking parts except for him. So it's like, we're gonna pay the big bucks for Ron Perlman, but then we're not gonna pay anyone else, or like no one on the team is gonna voice act anything, so that's kind of weird. But other than that, it's a twin stick game where you're clearing different dungeons, I'll call them, with different rooms, and when you break into a room, you start an encounter with enemies, and depending on what weapons you have, if you have something like a rifle, you need to hold right trigger down, or whichever trigger you have it on, to make it more accurate, and then you can let it rip after that. But you can also have like a shotgun on your left trigger and then a rifle on your right trigger, or a revolver, a shotgun. There's a bunch of different weapons, like I said, a lot like Dead Cell, with picking up like a bow or a whip or a hammer and then having the option of the two weapons. It's the same thing here, but with old school Western weapons. There's also passives you can pick up along the way. Things like a medicine bottle that's going to respawn with you every time, because this is also a roguelike. So if you weren't familiar with Dead Cells, my explanation at the beginning probably wasn't super helpful. But this is a roguelike, where the only thing you're carrying over is progression towards certain items that you can then find on your next runs. So like right now, I am working on a bigger health potion, and once I've put enough sin into it, which is a currency that you collect on your runs, that'll unlock it and make it so that I can pick it up in my next runs, but it's completely random whether or not you find it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
And just for Rocker's sake, I wanted to let everybody know this is an isometric roguelike. So,
Well, hey, I nailed the isometric part, just failed to mention that it was a roguelike. Especially if you didn't know what Dead Cells was.
Yeah, we need to figure out Metroidvania still. Well, just said it.
There has to be a location in this podcast that I can put Metroidvania. There it is. Nailed it. Yeah, it's cool though. As you go along, you're picking up a currency called iron or silver. Help.
Iron.
Iron. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can find, there's one vendor on each level, and if you go into the right rooms, you can find him and then spend it for different things, like a throwing axe is something I found that I could buy from him, or different weapons that are upgraded, because there's also different levels to all the weapons too. So you can have like a level 3 musket or a level 3 4-shooter. Did you did you read the description on the 4-shooter by chance?
No, I didn't.
It's just like a standard revolver, like a 6-shooter, but it's like 2 of the chambers aren't working. So it's called a 4-shooter.
Oh,
So that's got 4 rounds on it. So I'm wondering if you find like a higher tier of that, maybe you unlock some extra
the
points.
5 shooter.
It's like the holiday 5-pack when you have a beer on the way over.
Exactly. But yeah, it's cool. When you break into these rooms, as you're going through this, you can't target enemies that are in the dark, which is kind of a weird mechanic. And then in order to turn on lights in certain places, you have to run over to like a lantern and switch it on.
Ignite it, don't you?
Ignite it, yeah. And then what that does, it also kind of works as like a flashbang, and it stuns all the enemies around you, so you do have a chance to actually attack them while they're stunned. But one of the things that I unlocked on one of my bumpers was like a portable lantern that I could throw into dark spaces, and it would light them up, so it kind of worked like a flashbang, and would also light up part of the area, so I could target enemies in the dark, because normally you can't. So that was kind of cool. There's lots of different weapons and abilities and all that kind of stuff, which makes each run feel a little different depending on what you find.
And the levels change as well into oh god, why will the words not come to me now? I'm not going to say regenerate. Well, the level
It's
the map is
procedurally
never
generated.
Thank you ever so much.
Oh,
I'm words today.
hey!
Yeah, we've got it.
At least one of us is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are all procedurally generated, so each run's going to be different. The weapons you're going to find are going to be different. The combination of enemies inside of rooms are going to be completely different. It's a different experience every single time. But you're working your way through, like I said, these dungeons. So once you get through the first one, you'll eventually find an exit after you explore all the different corridors for long enough. And when you do that, you're going to have like a break in between where you can refill your health. And that's where you can deposit this currency called sin that you're getting. And sin is what you add to all of these different abilities, and once you fill them up, that's when you can acquire them and use them in further runs. Like the mega health potion I was talking about, that one cost like 50 sin, and once I fill that up, that'll be something that I have permanently in games from there on out. But you can also, that's how you unlock things like the lantern or the throwing axe, or just different things that you will now have the chance of finding in later runs. Like I said, if you've played Dead Cells, this is the isometric Western version of it, like to a T. Doesn't play as smooth, in my opinion. Sometimes because it's a twin stick shooter, and with the whole like darkness mechanic where you can't target enemies in darkness, sometimes it kind of felt, I don't want to say cheap, but I will say cheap, because like there was multiple times where I just couldn't attack or like couldn't hit people that I could like see their feet or something, and then I just couldn't shoot them because part of them was like in the darkness, so that wasn't great. And then I was also climbing up a ladder at one point, and I hadn't gotten all the way up the ladder yet, and a dude just like stomped me and one-shot me, and I like, that ends your whole run. You start over after that. It kicks you back to a home screen and it says new run. So that felt bad.
Isn't that what you would do if a bad guy was coming up the ladder? Kick him in the face and then shoot him?
I guess so, but like that's not the animation. The animation wasn't like looking down the ladder and kicking my face down the ladder. It was like stomping the ground that he was up on top of, and then it just killing me halfway up a ladder. So I mean, it's whatever. I think it's a lot of fun. It's free in Game Pass or Game Pass for PC and Xbox as well, so you can play it in either place.
The reload mechanic is very strange. I found if you frantically hitting your triggers to get your shots off to kill people, waiting for that, because that's what you do. You wait. I don't know, 5 seconds is too much, but you're waiting, aren't you? Just as the kind of the wheel goes round for it to reload your weapon.
Yeah, and then another part of that mechanic is if you're hiding behind cover, the reload goes faster. So like standard, say it takes you like 2 or 3 seconds to reload 2 rounds back into your shotgun. If you're in cover, it'll be like 1 second or something. So you do get an advantage of hiding behind cover. And if you are behind cover, literally nothing can hit you, but the cover can be destroyed. So
it's amazing that
there's that to keep in mind.
Just like Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, exactly. And then you do have a dodge on your A button, I believe is where it's mapped to.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. A to roll.
So that's something that, like, when those lanterns you have to ignite that I was talking about, like rolling to those to make sure you don't get hit and then rolling out after you ignite it is pretty key, at least in what I found in playing. But yeah, I think it's a lot of fun, especially like you have nothing to lose checking these out if you're on PC or Xbox for sure.
Right.
And I think it's only $20 if you're like, it's on Switch. I would say it's a good Switch game as well. $20, it'll be on sale at some point. So.
And if you're still on the fence about it, my buddy's Risky over here just started a new segment calling the first hour.
Yeah, my first hour
First hour.
Yep, I mentioned that at the top of the show. But yeah, that's over on the YouTube channel. Just dropped that today. So if you want to feel for the game, that's literally, I mean, that's what the series is. It's literally
Right.
my first hour of playing the game. So you can see exactly how I felt going through that. And I definitely had some fun. And that segment where I got stomped and when I was halfway up the ladder, it's in there. And you can see my face. It's not happy. Like, I look pissed. I didn't break
have
anything.
Eric clip that, will you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Okay. Shouldn't have said anything.
Sure, but that means I've got to sit there for a whole hour.
No, it's
Well-
probably like 15 minutes in, so you're good.
Yeah, you can watch it in double time too.
But yeah, do you have anything else for West of Dead, Chocolate?
No, just I said to you in what was it, the week after XO19, this would be a game right up your alley, and
It is for sure.
it shows.
Ladonian chat just said chocolate segment could be called my first 5 minutes.
He just completely nailed it. Or my only 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Or he could just call it "This is the tutorial," and then that's all we play. It's like just
how do I get out?
we'll get halfway through the. How do I get out of the tutorial? That's
Stuck
what we
in the
can call it.
tutorial with Chocolate Bear.
Let me out.
Oh, there's so many good ideas here. Thanks for that one, Ladonian. Now I got things working in my brain. This
God.
could be fun. Yeah, so that's West of Dead. Check it out. Good game. All right. Chocolate, let's talk about some Warface Breakout Season 1. I told you to report back once you had your hands on the Season Pass or the Battle Pass, whatever it was called. What's going on with that?
So it's free, which is awesome.
I'm glad it's free because there is the $20 entry fee now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that this is free.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, go on.
And at the end, right, there's a shirtless Khal Drogo, if you can get all the way to the end of the battle pass.
Is
But he's, what's it called? His fish character.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. There he is.
that's
Jason
in
Momoa.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
We're
That's
not
in
talking
Fortnite
about
there.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what-
sorry.
What? I
Could've
was like,
sworn you
what
just
is
said Fortnite.
happening?
My bad.
We're talking about Warface Breakout Season
Yeah.
1.
Sound like Fortnite over here.
But hey, I mean, it's good to know if anyone's interested in Jason Momoa's Aquaman character that the tier 100 in Fortnite is currently that. So
That's right.
there you go. Chocolate,
Take
what's
that
going
out,
on with the
noob.
Battle Pass and Warface?
Definitely not Jason. And so it's a strange because I played it twice and I played it before they dropped the hotfix. So they literally dropped the season 1 pass. Then I think a day later a hotfix came in, and it really feels like what they've tried to do to fix the game. They've just broken it. Animations are janky.
It's not great.
Yeah, hitboxes are slightly off still. Yeah, which is horrible. Those are the negatives. The positive with the season pass, it's quite good. You've got 2 loot box systems running in play. So you have your normal loot box that you would get, and then you have your season 1 loot box. So as you're leveling up or collecting XP during that ranked match, you're unlocking the air quote tiered loot or tiered skins. So I think in one time I managed to get like 4 loot boxes, which was really exciting for me.
Well, I love a good loot box, so you don't
Oh,
need to sell
yeah.
me on it.
The good thing of what they do as well, if you do get duplicates, which is annoying, they should just cut duplicates out completely. They will give you the coins for the duplicate you get.
That's so at least it's not. I feel like when loot boxes first came out and people hadn't figured out that you can't just give someone a duplicate of something and like they're just stuck with it. Like being able to turn those into separate currencies or just into something useful in one way or the other. It's good that Warface is doing this as well.
Yeah, it's a nice kind of plus to it. Which, like I said, I would rather they just cut that, from your spreadsheet of however many bits of skins there are. They should just cut that part out.
However many bits of skin.
Well, yeah, come on, let's be honest. It'd be skins of skins. But yeah, that probably sounded wrong. They also, which I suppose games that have to do now, they give you kind of your percentage on what you're going to get for common, uncommon,
That's good.
legendary, super duper, the best skin ever.
Is that? I feel like that might be a law now.
Yeah, but when you look at it, oh my god, it makes you so sad. When you look and see the top, the best item that you could get is, I think it was 1% or not even 1%.
Yeah, 1%.
It makes you so sad inside because you're like, you son of a gun.
But how does it make you feel when you hit the 1%? Woo!
Well, never going to happen because they only drop one item in each loot box.
So you just need to play 100 loot boxes worth of game time.
Maybe 300.
Statistically, only 100.
Right,
Hopefully.
statistically.
Chocolate could just be really, really unlucky. So
Chocolate, I think you have a PSA you need to make here.
I'm listening.
I saw your tweet last week. You need to, calling all wall shooters. This is your game until they fix it. You can shoot the wall and get kills.
I'm waiting for an explanation because I apparently missed this tweet.
I've missed my tweet too.
You were shooting at a guy, or a guy was shooting at you, but it was definitely the wall that was getting shot, and then it registered a kill.
That was yeah, that was the. So I was actually dead. So I was watching a guy, and as he came around the corner, you could see him shooting, and then he moved or kind of feints left.
He strafed behind the wall and kept shooting and got the kill.
Yeah,
Woo! Gotta love that solid connection in games.
yeah. The game. I like this game. I want to play this game. I love how it is. Just those kind of little
bugs.
Oh, it's so annoying and frustrating because this game could be really good. However, I found Rogue Company, and that might be my game now. I'm just gonna go around like a floozy and try any old new game.
Try a little bit of everything. Hey, when's the last time you played Apex?
I was gonna say the legend is on the prowl.
Uh-oh.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide everything. I haven't touched Apex in about 2 weeks now. I think I'm.
The addict is coming out of it.
Look, the hands aren't shaking at all.
Brand new battle pass, Bear. Come on, what are you doing with your life?
I know. There's just so many games, and I've tasked myself this month with getting 10,000 gamer score. So I'm cracking on those really poor, awful games.
Oh, like strawberry vinegar.
Check us in. Will you check us in on the old race there with?
I know. I don't want to call him out.
Chestar, yeah.
Okay, so this month I'm at 4,500, and he's at 200.
200,000?
No, just 200. He's picked up 200.
Okay.
Yeah,
well.
He's probably going to catch up, but I'm going for 10,000 this month.
I mean, you might as well pad it while you can.
Right.
Exactly.
So tell us about this cheap game that you're collecting achievements from, Bear.
Well, I've just done strawberry vinegar. I've got, like I said, I've got 5 waiting on my Xbox for me to crush. And
Are they all Ratalaika games?
Of course they are. Ratalaika, I love them.
So have you hit them up for free codes yet? Just like, hey, I need a lot of gamer score this year. What up? I got a podcast and a stream. So
funny enough,
I'm going to talk about your game, but probably not in a light way or a good way.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too nice about it, but
honesty is the best policy, guys.
So yeah, they have sent me some free codes. Funny enough, what's today? Monday. So on Wednesday, when I'll be streaming, I am going for that goal. So I'll be hitting 5 games under an hour to get that 5,000, which should just take me over 10,000 for the month.
How's that possible? What?
Trust me, these games are.
Did you say you're gonna get 5,000 gamer score in under an hour?
Yep.
That's a thing.
Sounds like cheating.
Sounds
No,
like something.
it's-
Sounds like somebody's making games just for gamer score.
That's pay to win for sure.
That's how they sell these
Unless
games.
they give you the codes, Moose.
Yeah, you just don't even put a title on it. Just put 1,000 gamer score on the cover art. Call it good. $5.
Yeah.
1,000 gamer art.
That'll
Just
probably
press
sell.
start.
I know, right?
But yeah, this will be me. So yeah, Wednesday, 5 a.m. UK time. You'll be seeing something special happen.
That's 10 Moose time because I always see him on there, but people have already dragged me into different games.
All right. Anybody playing anything else? What do we got? Oh, do you want to talk about Skyrim, Moose? I know you said you bought it last week because it was half off.
No, but apparently there's just somebody going around shooting adventurers in the knee. Because I've met at least 3 soldiers that all used to be adventurers until they got an arrow through their knee. So there's a serial shooter out there.
Do they all have exactly the same dialogue as well? Like
Yes,
these are just
yeah.
copy and pasted NPCs throughout the world.
Exactly. But yeah,
That's
it's
not
fun.
great.
And then just an update on Red Dead. I think that game is slowly turning me into a video gaming serial killer.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm finding myself, if there's somebody on the path by themselves late at night, I will kill a man for 11 cents. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's so funny when like taking that sentence out of context where 10 cents might have been a decent amount
Right?
of money back then, but like
No, I found out the secret. When you kill randoms, you have to follow their horse, and then you've got to calm them and pet them, and then you get on their back, and then you kind of pet them a little more, and then you can get down and rob the saddlebags, and that's where the stash usually is. But if you try to get into the saddlebags too quickly, you get a hoof straight to the jaw.
that's great.
Yeah. So, just exploring some areas,
I don't love them. I don't love these areas that we're discovering here, Moose.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, as long as none of this translates to the real world, we're fine.
At least not yet.
Jesus. All right. Chocolate, you got anything else?
No, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm good too. I haven't been playing a ton. I played a lot of West of Dead this week, and
Donian said in chat that he's never coming to visit me.
yeah, I mean,
Just don't come by horseback. You'll be fine.
Don't carry 11 cents on you. You'll be all right.
How long would it take on horseback to get from Illinois
Chicago to Colorado.
That's a
probably
long,
couple days.
long journey.
Have to stop for water a few times.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Before we get into the news, let's quickly touch on Game Pass Roulette. We're currently playing golf with friends. Our score to beat at the moment, Sir Moxalot knocked me out of the lead.
He sure did.
With a 54, cutting 5 strokes off of my round. So
I think that's what, 6 under par. So the scores are getting up there.
now,
I'm sure
Chocolate,
he took-
you need to step up.
I've seen his playthroughs. He's trying.
Try.
I'm
good.
trash.
The old college try, huh?
He is trash. I can confirm.
So my first, I think, 3 holes, I did not too bad, and it just nosedived after that. Yeah, I do not like Oasis at all.
It's
It
a
is worse
tough course.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those are pretty difficult holes.
Hole 5.
Number 5 is just ridiculous.
Yep.
Which one's that? Is that the one with
So you like
the...
smash
have
it
to
into a
bank
wall.
it off the wall.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
go up onto a second tier, and then you've got to hit it off the second tier down into another tier, but you got to hit it just perfect or it flies off the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 12 on that one.
You either overshoot
good
it, you
job.
undershoot it, or you bounce it off the green out of bounds.
Right. Yeah. Just give me the
Ugh.
14 and let's move on.
Yeah, right? Can I just hit and skip? Just next. Just give me my quick 14. Yikes. So yeah, that's what's going on. This is a Game Pass Roulette Challenge month, so if you beat us, which you guys currently are, thanks to Sir Moxalot, the winner is getting $20 right now. If we beat you guys, it rolls over to the next Game Pass Challenge, which will be in a couple months, and we'll just keep adding $10 to the pot till one of you guys can win. Yeah, so good luck, everybody. Get out there and kick our butts. We know you can kick Chocolate's butt, so I guess Moose and I are going to have to step up here. So,
You
All
need
right,
to
I'll
protect
start
my
playing
money.
again.
that's that.
Protect the show's money.
Shows
Yeah.
money.
I think whoever fails at protecting it, the $20 just going to come out of their pockets. Maybe that'll teach you to play the game a little better, Chocolate.
Worst score has to pay the kitty.
Boom. Yeah. All right, that's Game Pass Roulette. Next up, let's get into some news. All right, Moose, what is going on in the news this week?
Oh, just a couple things. Let's start out with a little bit of PAX news. So, as everybody knows, there are no conventions for the foreseeable future. So, PAX decided to start a PAX online, just, kind of like everybody else is. This one is going to take place between September 12th and September 20th. They're calling it 24/9 because it'll be 24-hour coverage for the 9 days.
24/9, clever.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're into video games, I would definitely check that out. Look for either their Twitch channel, or I'm sure it'll be on IGN, or any of the major gaming sources. So look for that in September.
It's cool that they're doing that. That seems like one of the big conventions. I mean, the biggest consumer show around here. So it's cool that they're going to do something. Hopefully, they have some of the some demos, some live demos that are open for those few days or for those 9 days or whatever. Because that's been kind of cool. I know Steam. I missed it last week because I didn't see it until it was the day it was announced, which was when the podcast dropped. But Steam had their Summer Fest or whatever, and they had a bunch of demos open for games that they were showing. So that was pretty cool.
Right.
It's such a good idea for these conferences that are just going to be solely online at this point to just kind of give everybody access to some of these demos during the show days.
Yeah. Well, I think they should just extend it. Still do the in-person conferences when it's safe, but go ahead and extend these demos out to people that can't make it to the conference.
Yeah, for the people that are just catching live streams of stuff and can't make it there via because of financial reasons or just because tickets sell out or whatever.
Right. I guarantee you they'll sell more titles that way.
Yeah, for sure.
I was going to say, it'd be nice if they could drop the demo as they're talking about it, give people the chance to have it downloaded, so as they're talking about their demo, you could be playing and listening to them talk about it, have that kind of interactivity.
A little bit ahead of time kind of thing.
Yeah. Or be able to pause the conference and, go over, check it out for 15, 20 minutes and then continue on with.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a cool idea. But yeah, I mean, I think, like you said, kind of all saw this coming. So
right.
No surprise here.
Unfortunately, but until they figure out how we can get thousands of people in one spot again, this is the way it's going to be.
You can't. It's
right.
Once a vaccine comes out, we can start having conferences again.
Yeah, I don't even know who's going to feel safe at that point because everybody's going to be so conditioned to, hold up in their house. I don't ever go anywhere anymore.
That's true. Fair.
Don't touch me. Don't look near me.
Yeah. Hey, 6 feet, buddy. You better back up. So, yep, that was about it for PAX Online. Just look for that in September, and, we'll be reminding people on Discord as well. So, up next, there was an EA Play event, and it went over just about as well as EA Play events do.
Oh, my God. It was
they have a terrible format.
bad.
Nobody wants to sit through. I know these developers are super geeked out about their games, and they think they're, the best game that's ever been made, but none of us sitting on the couch think so. We just want to see gameplay. We want to see a cool trailer and then move along to the next one. Am I right?
Yeah, and I think Trey and chat nailed it. It was Apex was the best announcement.
Right.
The announcement was they're going to have crossplay and it's coming to the Switch. That was literally their best announcement.
And there's still no news about cross progression, just like Trey said in chat, which there hasn't been on PC. And so I don't think it's going to be coming, which is just a giant miss, I think, because I don't want to play it on my Switch if I can't have my drumsticks, like I said in chat on Discord.
And I quickly posted a meme of chicken drumsticks because I had no idea what you were talking about.
That's hilarious.
But it's so strange that you've got the powerhouse of Fortnite that has managed to turn around and do this cross progression, but no one else is either strong enough or willing to turn around and go, yep, that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Well, Fortnite nailed it. from the beginning. It's been cross progression since it dropped on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can be on my PC playing against you on your phone right now.
Right.
It's
And
ridiculous.
Destiny's the same way. Like, you may have to buy the DLC material or content, but as far as your player progression and everything you rank up, it crosses across every platform. I think
Yeah.
that should just kind of be the standard going forward. And if it's not, shame on you, right?
But I think that would have been that should be the bigger announcement. That crossplay is brilliant and it's great. You're going to have less time queuing, but actually, what it should be is we're doing cross progression. That
Right.
is the story, not the story. That is the biggest piece of news they should be doing.
Right. Because right now, I know in Warzone, I really wish I could turn crossplay off because I feel like the PC guys have an advantage whether they're using aim bots or not. Because, like, it literally, if you watch your kill cams, it goes from a chest shot to a headshot in like half a frame, and then you're dead. And
You're just playing all ninjas.
yeah, they're all really, really good. Tim the Tap Man's playing about 6 different characters right now. So, yeah, I wish I could turn off crossplay at this point.
Yeah. Especially the thing about Warzone is like it's not a player base issue. Like
Right.
it's not like segmenting your community is gonna make it so you can't find players to match up in a lobby. There's enough players playing on
Absolutely.
just Xbox to have just Xbox lobbies.
Yeah, I mean, that's, Trey made another good point in chat saying, if he would buy the game twice if all his stuff, I know Apex is a free game, but Destiny's not. And I know you and I, Risky, plus at least a few people in chat have paid for Destiny on multiple platforms.
Oh yeah, love it.
So, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah. Agreed. So
So, yeah, EA Play, anything else was in there that you guys wanted to highlight? There were some
Ooh.
indie games. Go ahead, Bear.
I enjoyed. Oh God, was it Razorlight Studio?
Okay.
That guy.
Joseph Ferris.
Oh, yeah, the F the Oscars guy?
Yeah, I'll be back in a second.
You never
Yeah.
know what he's going to say.
That was the other thing. It's like they showed some of these indies or like had like I don't know. It's one thing to break up all their big announcements where like some of these indie titles, but even they had like brief, tiny little teases or like were early on in development. So even those are kind of
Right.
like, oh, all right. And as far as being excited about Joseph Ferris's game, I don't know. I thought that game looked weird. It was just like
Yeah,
you're gonna
it's just
control like a doll that I made out of shoelaces or something, and something else, and it's like it's gonna be something you've never seen. It's like I don't know.
No,
It
it
kinda
will
looks like
blow
Yarny
your
in his game.
effing mind away, is what he says.
Yeah, he gets real excited about stuff.
He does, and he likes that F word.
The other exciting announcement was Skate 4, and that wasn't
Right.
even like an announcement. It was, hey, we started working on Skate 4, and like, don't get me
The
wrong.
best part of that announcement is when the guy said, "Harsh, bro."
They're skaters, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I'm pumped that a Skate 4 is in the works. Could I have been waiting another 2 years since I've already been waiting for like 8 and been fine? Like if they showed up in 2022 and like, yo, Skate 4, it's dropping at the end of this year, my
Right.
socks would have been blown off. But now since they're just like, yo, Skate, we just started working on it. Give us
Yeah.
a few years, you'll get to play it. It's kind of like, oh, okay.
They don't even have any polygons or anything yet, so
So yeah, that kind of sucked. And then I think their biggest, or the one that they were trying to make their biggest announcement was for Star Wars Squadron, which we had already gotten a trailer
Yeah.
for the previous week. So that
Couple
wasn't even a
days earlier.
surprise.
right. And then they basically just showed you what the game was going to be about. It was like 15, 20 minutes of what
It's
they
just-
covered in the first
Yeah.
minute and a half or whatever.
It was like, these are some of the game modes we're gonna have. That's really all it was.
Right.
And then it was weird because we didn't hear anything about the next Battlefield game. We didn't hear anything about the next Battlefront game. So I would assume those are not coming out this year.
No, they had tech teasers for next gen on all
Yeah,
for
showing that they
Battlefield,
were-
Dragon Age, Need for Speed. So,
Which, as a consumer and not a super tech savvy person by any means, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff doesn't do much for me.
I don't care.
Like, so
yeah, show me the games, show me the trailer, show me gameplay, move on. It's pretty simple. Like Sony nailed it. Nintendo usually nails it when they have a direct. You know what I mean? Xbox is
Yeah.
figuring it out with, I think the inside Xboxes are still a little long-winded, but they're definitely getting more meat in them.
But then you even have things like there's been talk of Mass Effect remaster. Didn't say anything about that. We have
Or going to
Anthem.
the Switch. Right.
Anthem that's supposed to be relaunched in some capacity, and they're trying to save. Didn't say a word about it.
Again.
And like no Battlefield, no Star. Well, I guess you kind of have Star Wars, but even with Star Wars Rogue Squadron, it's like we already had dogfighting in Battlefront 2. You just kind of are taking that mode and making it its own thing, and probably going to charge us $60 again.
It's almost like they reduced it, because before, when the squadron fighting happened, you know, you'd have what, 30 versus 30 or something, and now it's 5 versus 5.
Yeah.
So.
Dan Pod corrected me in chat. It's going to be a $40 game. My point still stands though. So.
Yeah, they took something out, made less features in it, and they're going to charge you more money for it.
It's always a weird balance, or like was this just for shareholders and that's it? Like we need to have a press conference just because we need to have one? Like I would have been.
They need a big name drop in it, so hurry up, make this Star Wars shooting game.
Yeah, but like just give me a couple trailers on things, or just wait on some stuff, or I don't know. The whole thing was just bad.
EA dropped the ball again. We're not surprised, are we?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
At this point.
Fair point.
So we got what we paid for.
Yeah.
They are who we thought they were. So up next, a little more sad news. Cyberpunk's going to be delayed till November. I didn't write down the exact date, but it's like mid-November, right?
Yeah.
Is it 19th?
19th? Okay. Sounds
I
good.
think.
I knew it had a teen on the end of it, so we'll go with that one, Bear.
But it's okay. You know, reviewers have got copies themselves. So
Yeah, they're going to have all the reviews out after they show their special presentation at the end of this month. Is that correct?
That's I mean, yes, that is correct, but I just don't understand why you let people review it that early then.
And if it's not polished, these are the people that you want to see the polish, right? The people that are going to give you the reviews that make people go buy games.
Yep, totally.
Unless these guys also have Xbox Series X's and PS5s that they're reviewing it on, then okay, sure. But I don't think that's happening. So
No, and they're essentially just bug testers at this point, because nobody else has played the game, and it's so big that, you know, that's what I hear, is they're just going through and polishing everything at this point. It's such a massive game that it's going to take some time.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think the argument for they're waiting because, like, for next gen stuff, it's like, wouldn't you rather get the money now if you can get it on the, like, because it's all coming over to the next systems or whatever. So if you buy it on the Xbox One right now, you can also get it on the Series X free of charge. So
feels a little console launching.
So I don't know. It's whatever. There's stuff to play, I guess. I can wait. At this point, can always find something to play or something to go back and play that I haven't played yet. So
telling you guys, go buy Maneater. It's fun. Be a shark.
We all nodded our heads.
I don't have Twitch up right now. I have the notes up. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm here by myself in a room. So yeah. Up next, what do we got next, boys?
Next up, we have the next game from Rocksteady.
Yeah, buddy. Well, at least one of them, Suicide Squad, has been confirmed by Rocksteady that they're working on a Suicide Squad game. So I saw the good parts of that movie. Apparently, I fell asleep before it got really terrible. But like, what exactly are you supposed to be doing in a Suicide Squad game?
Just being the bad guys, doing
good stuff.
Good guy stuff, working for the government, I guess. I don't know. You're going to have a little explosive collar around your neck, and if you get too far away, they're just going to blow your head off.
Exactly. You start beeping like a shot collar for a dog.
I haven't seen the second one. Or they didn't even call it a second one. They just had
the Snyder cut, right?
No, the Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah. Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. So I don't know what this is gonna. I'm assuming they've been making this long enough that probably wasn't even out at that point. So this will probably be a completely different story. It might even have like different characters than the movie that we saw.
If I can't be Will Smith, I don't want to play.
Touche.
So take that for what you will, Rocksteady.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited either way because the Batman games are dope. some of the best
Right.
superhero games out there. So as
just
long as
don't
they
know
don't
how it's
change
gonna work.
too much. What'd you say?
How's it going to work with 4 or 5? I don't know.
Maybe it'll work like Grand Theft Auto, and you can just tab over and then see what
Yeah.
weird hijinks a said
That would be
character is
cool.
getting into.
Oh,
Because we're definitely not getting GTA 6 anytime soon, thanks to GTA Online going to the PlayStation 5.
A whole another generation to milk us with shark cards.
Yeah, shark cards.
All right.
So yeah, just a little note. Also, right after we dropped or recorded the podcast, WB Games kind of put themselves out there to, or actually, who's their parent company?
Who
I
owns
can't remember.
WB Games?
Yeah, they're
That's a great
looking
question.
to offload them though. So a few of the people that were in the front running were, let's
I think
see,
Microsoft should just do it. They love
right?
buying studios, so
And then that would match the exclusives that Sony
for
has.
Spidey.
Exactly.
ooh.
That makes sense, but I've heard it's been Activision. I don't know. I don't have it pulled up in front of me now. 3 of the major, but like AAA devs are looking into buying it, but I haven't heard anything since the beginning of last week. So maybe that story just went away. That's a little bit
Or
weird.
we'll have a fun news story in a couple weeks.
Exactly. Up next, everybody say goodbye to Mixer.
Oh, yikes.
With the combination of a tumultuous weekend and them just not seeing any positive things, as far as revenue goes and numbers going up or anything in Mixer. So they decided to shut Mixer down and they are merging with Facebook Gaming. So Shroud, what is his name?
Ninja.
Ninja.
Well, I know Ninja, but what is it? Goliath?
Gothalion.
Gothalion.
Yeah.
All these guys are. First off, Facebook wanted to negotiate new contracts with them, and they basically all just said, "Nah, brah, pay me my money." And now they're all free agents with a giant paycheck in their pocket.
Wow.
Dude, it's absurd thinking about how big some of these contracts probably were.
Yeah.
Like 10-year deals, probably, or something stupid
Just-
like that, and they're getting
Yeah,
off with like a year.
Exactly, dude. I heard that they had to pay out Ninja $30 million.
Right about 30,
Yeah, and Shroud was like 10 million.
10. Yep.
So, but they've got billions and billions of dollars to purge.
Yo, these kids got the best deals of
Yeah.
their lives.
Absolutely. Like they literally won the lottery.
And they can
From
both go right back to Twitch today. Like,
Get $500,000 a month.
it's.
Or go sign up with YouTube Gaming.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, if they're just sitting around waiting for offers
Waiting
to
for
come in.
offering.
Like,
Sure.
who wants to pay us? My hope is that they both go to some, like, where'd PewDiePie go? He's streaming on something that D Live or something. He's streaming on some platform I had never even heard of. Yeah, just sign him over there for millions of dollars. It worked
And then
out
when
well
that
for
goes
Mixer. I don't.
So yeah, Mixer will be done, I believe, by the end of July. It'll be.
And they didn't tell their streamers, did they? It kind of all unfolded over Twitter.
Well, yeah. There were some things that kind of came out over the weekend. First, some Mixer streamers were getting called out for some of their behavior with women. So
Outside of gaming at conventions
right,
and
just being
stuff.
complete scumbags, which they
Yep.
need to be called out for stuff like that because it's not acceptable. And then an employee for Mixer tweeted out, I think it was early this morning, about racism inside the upper levels of Mixer, with a long, detailed story that was attached to it. So apparently, Papa Phil is going to be having a meeting with this ex-employee because, according to the story, he had made complaints to his manager, which never went anywhere. He made complaints to HR, which never went anywhere. And basically, they just told him to shut up and get back to work. And they also referred to all the Mixer creators as slaves, and the sponsors or the account reps as their slave masters. And this was an African American person that was being referred to. So that's a little bit insensitive and unacceptable. And I think that was just kind of the last straw for Microsoft.
Did you see that? So Phil tweeted back at the guy and said, "Oh, let's go talk about it."
Right.
And then kind of the subtweet next, he said, "Well, this is what I emailed you regarding just before I left."
Oh wow.
Uh-oh. Not a great
Under
look.
the rug.
I'm assuming Phil probably gets a lot of emails with complaints
Right.
and all sorts of stuff, so maybe it just slipped by. I like to think Phil's a good dude.
Yeah, I'd like to hope at least. So yeah, see you later, Mixer. Nice try, I guess.
So weird.
Up,
Just
up
gone.
next, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about some good news right quick.
Woo!
Crash 4, it's a thing.
Hell
There's
yes.
a trailer. Checked it out today. It looks pretty awesome. So it looks like it's going to be out for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I didn't see anything for next gen, but I assume it will be there as well.
Yeah. It looks so good, dude. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
as
it
far
looks
as being like a 3D platformer or like puzzler, and just
Yeah.
it being Crash Bandicoot. It's awesome.
This is what we need for Xbox to have to rival the Ratchet and Clank guys.
That's kind of what this seemed like
Right.
going across different dimensions, kind of like from
Yep.
that trailer we just watched with Ratchet and Clank.
So I'm excited. I
Yeah.
think it'll be out around holiday time, right?
Sounds good. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll be there when it comes out.
We already talked about the Crossfire beta. You can go get that on the Xbox Insider program, I think, for the next 3 days, and then the beta will be out in the store. So check it out if you want to see what everybody in Asia is playing right now. Last of Us 2 reviews. Have you guys seen this?
Oh yeah, nothing makes me more angry than idiots that review bomb.
Yeah, it's like literally like it's getting from media. It has a 95, and now it's just getting review bombed. But I wanted to point out that basically the average score of it is almost a 10. So
It's funny because it was, I think there was 5,000 negative reviews or like 0% reviews in the first like 2 hours that reviews were like able to be posted because the game had just come up. So like these were obviously people
Right.
that had played little to zero of the game. Like
yeah, it's like it's over a 20-hour game, and these people are posting like within the hour of when it dropped. Unless they were people that got review codes, then you know what I mean.
yeah, it's just the whole. So I just don't like reviews because I also bet you it's not a 10 out of 10 game. Like I bet you it has its flaws.
Right.
Like there's somewhere in between these two sets of people that like that's where the game falls.
And I think that so many people in the PlayStation community hold such a high regard for The Last of Us, the original
Yeah.
game, that they're just enamored with what they got. So I don't know, because I still need to finish The Last of Us 1.
But
So
either way, like isn't it? It was like at a 3 or 4% or something, wasn't it? The user score, like
yeah, it's ridiculous.
even if you don't like a part of it, like you can't knock what it's doing graphically at least, and that's got to give you some part. Like if you don't like the story or like what they're doing with it, like the direction they're taking the game, I don't know. It's just
Right.
It sucks either way though. But hopefully people are seeing that and be like, well, there's no way that's true. I'm not gonna look at that number.
Right. So, and then the last thing that was just added to our news section right before the show started is iOS is going to have mouse and keyboard support. So that's pretty cool. You can start playing your iPad with a mouse and keyboard.
Exciting. If you're a Apple Arcade owner like I have been for the past year, because
How many games have you played?
one. It's one of those subscriptions that I will never remember to cancel. So
Yeah, What the Golf's pretty good. I guess that Skater XL, or what is that skate game that's on there, but it's coming to all the other platforms now. Yeah, there's like a skateboarding sim game that's on Apple Store that they're getting ready to release it on PlayStation, Xbox, and maybe Switch and PC.
But, we're not talking about Session because that's already on PC and like Xbox stuff.
no.
Something else. Okay.
Yeah, it's Skater. It's not Skater XL because that's that 2D platformer one, but it's something along those lines.
Okay. I'll have to give it a look. I do have a subscription, and now I can play with my mouse and keyboard. Woo!
Right.
So you play 2 games for your year subscription.
Yes. All right, Moose.
Yeah.
What's up next?
Let's see. Up next we got. That
Or was
was
that
about
it?
for the news, right? Yeah.
That was it.
Throwing it at you.
Ouch. I was wondering. I was like, all right, what's next? And you
That's
were
all I
already
got.
like, hey,
I was
it's
looking
over.
for that game on the Apple Store for skating.
Oh yeah, if you figure it out in the next 5 or 10 minutes, Holla at
This
me.
says Skate City, but that's not ringing any bells, so maybe I was misinformed.
Well, there may or may not be a skateboarding game on Apple
There is.
Arcade.
It's called Skate City.
Okay, well, there's at least a game called Skate City. Whether or not that's the game we're talking about, who knows?
I don't think it is.
Fair enough. All right, Chocolate, we have any new games coming out this week?
Believe it or not, we do.
All right.
Here we go. 23rd of June, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Oh, boy.
It's coming out. Yeah, I know. Xbox and PlayStation. June 25th, we have the Control DLC, the Foundation, for the Xbox. And I would presume the PlayStation. I don't know why I didn't do that. The Messenger is coming to Xbox. And we also have Crossfire X. Now, I don't know if that's the beta or if that is just the full game. I couldn't quite see what happened, but Crossfire is coming out.
I didn't know that. I didn't even realize the Messenger wasn't on Xbox.
Neither did I.
That's
How-
awesome for people if they, because I know when we played it, we were playing on Switch. So, and I think it was probably on Switch and PC then at that point.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Man, that's huge news. If anybody is looking for a good game to play, the Messenger on Xbox. There you go. Dang.
Very good game. And another one that I have not completed.
That's one I did complete.
Yeah, I got that one off the list last year.
And then we have some sad news. Leaving Game Pass games is Metro Exodus, Neon Chrome, ACA Neo Geo Metal Slug, Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, Life is Strange 2, the complete season, SteamWorld Dig 2, and The Flame in the Flood are all leaving. So if you want any of those, pick them up now and you get 20% off while
Man.
they're still in Game Pass.
I have played 6 out of those 7 games, or no, not Neon Chrome, 5 of those 7 games, and I can recommend all of them. That's some good games. You guys should definitely check those out before they take off and grab that 20% off if it's something
Yeah,
you
I
like.
think it's the 30th they're gone.
So, another week-ish to get in on the action.
Yep,
All right, that's all that's going on over there.
that's it.
All right, we did it, folks. We did another episode.
Woo!
Woo! All right, let's plug this thing up. Streamerlinks.com/CAG podcast has links to every single thing I'm about to talk about. First and foremost, come hang out in Discord with us. That's where we all chat daily. Links for the Discord are in the show notes or at streamerlinks.com/CAG podcast, since that's what I just said. Also, Apple Podcasts. Head to Apple Podcasts. Give us a review. Give us that sweet 5 star review. That was your 5 different email accounts. That's what you just made all those reviews with. Probably shouldn't ask for that, should I?
Do you know?
Okay. I mean,
we need numbers.
It's up to you guys, the viewers/listeners. We also have our VIP drawing coming up in 3-ish weeks. If you want to become a part of that, you can head to patreon.com/CAG podcast. Become a sub there. We have a bunch of different tiers that come with a bunch of different things. Speaking of that, I have a fresh segment coming out. It's not fresh at all. It's actually just a spin on Chocolate's ramblings, and it's called Risky's Ramblings. And it's just me babbling for 10 minutes because I want to see what it's like. And halfway through it, I was like, man, this is what rambling is, isn't it? This is just me talking. It's like what I'm doing now. It's great. So yeah, you can check that out if you're a patron. And then obviously we want to shout out our top tier contributors, Chaotic, the man, the myth, the legend. The other way to get in on the VIP raffle, twitch.tv/CrossAtlantic Gaming. If you have a sub there, you get an entry. And if you are on Patreon and you're a Twitch sub, it's the buy 2, get 1 free deal. So you get a third entry.
That's right.
Into the
And if
drawing.
you have Amazon Prime, you have a free sub, and you're not using it, you're doing us a disservice.
For free. You're doing yourself a disservice.
That's true too, because you can win.
Win yourself something nice. On the socials, we are at CAG Podcast. That's Twitter and Instagram. Follow us there. Keep up to date with the latest and greatest cross-Atlantic gaming information. If you need to reach out via email for anything, cagpodcast@gmail.com. I'm at Risky the Kid everywhere if you'd like to get a hold of me. And Chocolate
Chocolate Bear 80 everywhere.
and Moose.
Moosenstein 8314, and I gotta let you guys know I'm back in the nip game, so get at me with those prices.
Oh God. Tell us more
Oh, we're
about it
talking
next week.
about Animal Crossing. Sorry.
Yeah. Turnips, boys. Turnips.
I knew what you meant at least. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning into this week's episode of Cross Atlantic Gaming. We'll catch you guys next week for an all new episode. Goodbye.
See ya.
Later.
All right, who's got a good one?
All right, I read this one in another Discord. It was so good I had to share it. So, did you guys hear about the chameleon that couldn't change colors?
No.
He was a reptile dysfunction.
Way to go.
He
Just
had it.
remember that.
I used that one a couple weeks ago, to be fair, so I'm going
I
to spoil
can't
the
remember
joke.
yesterday, dude.
Okay. Try this one. Why is a baseball game a good place to go on a hot day?
Why?
Because all the fans. Good Lord, people.
Yeah.
Full of fans. You just like to ruin fun. You could just pretend like you don't know the answer, you know?
No, ruin this one, okay? What concert costs just 45 cents?
I don't know.
50
Cool.
Cent featuring Nickelback.
Oh,
All right, shut it off.
that was bad.
I stopped it.
Okay, good.
Sorry,
That was a
ruined all
rough
your
one.
jokes.
It's a rough episode.
Yeah,
Started
sorry.
off bad and just ended, same way.
Yeah, I got told off by the wife and the kids.
It's because you're yelling in your deep Batman voice the whole time. I would have been yelling at you, too.
And I was listening to a completely different show, so that's cool.
Did you see the end of the Fortnite Battle Pass? No, we're not talking about that game.
I was like, what?
Oh well.
Hey, sorry, Twitch. Some of them are going to be good. Some of them are going to be bad.
Yep.
But
They
also-
can't all be gems.
I'm
I
not
blame
bad.
chocolate.
You
Yeah,
can't,
blame
you
me.
can't whisper it because Batman doesn't whisper it. You just got to say it normal because you sound like him right now.
I'm bad.
You fucking whispered again.
I'm not going to shout at you, fucking pleb.
Yeah, sorry. You're...
Where is she?
Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Who are you? Who are you?
See that you're peeking and you're breaking everybody's ears.
All right, I gotta go see if my children are still alive.
All right, bye Twitch. We love you.
See you guys.
See you guys. Take care.
See you guys.